Believe it or not, Peter Griffin has a heart. Sure, it's buried under layers of bad decisions, beer, and nonsense, but it shows there every once in a while. Whether it's helping a friend, standing up for his family, or accidentally stumbling into a good deed, let's explore the times Peter wasn't a complete menace. When Brian finds himself trapped in a disastrous marriage, it's Peter who unexpectedly steps up. Whether it's offering questionable advice, attempting a daring rescue, or just being there when Brian needs him most. The real highlight of this episode? Brian being trapped in a marriage with Jess, who is acting beyond weird.
Brian, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
He was practically begging for an escape.
Oh, hey, Peter. Be with you in a sec. I'm burning the place down.
Wait, Brian's actually burning his own place down just to fake his death and escape Jess? That's some next level desperation. Surprisingly, Peter steps up, actually listening to Brian's meltdown. He calms him down, has his back, and even tells him to stick with him. Who knew Peter had it in him? Peter then takes Brian to a husbands-only restaurant, making it sound like they're in this together.
This is our spot, Brian. A place just for married guys like you and me.
Husband's Restaurant? I've never seen this place before. Is it new?
Nope, been here for 30 years. You just can't see it until you get married.
Turns out, only married guys could see this place. And suddenly, Brian and Peter were rocking oversized khakis and jangling keys. Meanwhile, the rest of the world just saw a DMV. Peter explains that jangling keys symbolize owning a shed, aka a secret escape from their wives. Are these husbands really so at risk that they need actual hideouts? Yikes. Then comes Peter's ultimate husband's wisdom. Every married guy carries 6 pounds of suppressed fat. Just breathe, accept that impressing pretty women is over, and poof, stress gone. Brian, he's totally buying into it.
Every man's true weight is at least 20 pounds heavier than how they look. You know how much energy it takes to hold all that in? Exhale for once. Exhale like you never have to attract a pretty woman ever again.
Wow, that feels amazing.
When Brian finds himself on the brink of euthanasia, Peter unexpectedly becomes his last hope. Despite their usual back and forth, Peter's loyalty shines through as he fights to save his friend. But with time, Brian lets himself go completely overeating, skipping showers, and growing bigger than ever. Peter, for once, actually looked concerned.
Time for dinner, guys.
Awesome, I'm starving.
Oh! Oh! Holy crap, Brian, you okay?
Unfortunately, Brian had gotten so massive that merely walking snapped his leg in half. Peter rushed over, genuinely concerned, and at this point, even I'm worried. Meanwhile, Jess is completely over it. Taking care of Brian has gotten so exhausting that she literally tosses him into a slaughterhouse like expired meat. And where's Peter? Come on, man, your best friend is about to be processed.
Where do you think you are? This isn't a doctor's office. This is the pound. You're being euthanized.
What? Jess is having me put down? When is Brian coming back?
Oh, never. I'm having him euthanized.
Euthanized? Oh my God!
Oh, there he is. The second Peter hears Brian's about to be euthanized, he absolutely panics. No second thoughts, no hesitation, just pure chaotic determination. At the last second, Peter storms in and saves Brian just in time. Good thing he made it because I don't even want to think about the alternative. In another episode, Peter becomes obsessed with his hanging weight loss skin, so much so that he refuses to attend Chris's exhibition. Surrounded by kids with supportive parents, Chris feels completely abandoned. Things get worse when a kite mishap injures the judge, earning him an F. Will Peter finally step up?
Well, there's no way to compete without a kite, so the least surprising F of the day goes to...
I'll be his kite.
Dad?
I'm sorry I ditched you this week, Chris. I got so caught up in my new body that I forgot who I did this for. But I'm here now, and I want to make it up to you. Chris Griffin, make me your kite.
Finally, as Lois makes Peter realize his mistake, he immediately apologizes to Chris, making things right. To prove his dedication, he even offers to be Chris's kite with his newly thinned out body, a well-earned good deed. The judges gave Chris another shot, and this time, his experiment soared. Literally. With Peter floating in the air as his kite, the crowd was amazed. Looks like Peter's last-minute effort actually paid off. Then, Peter takes a lightning bolt like a champ. Since he's connected to Chris, the bulb lights up brilliantly. The next thing you hear, Chris, you won the competition. From an F to first place, all thanks to Peter's unexpected hero moment. Peter's kindness shines again in fecal matters when a flu outbreak hits Quahog. His entire family falls sick except him. So, he steps up, determined to get them the medicine they need.
Peter, you look okay. Would you mind going out and grabbing some medicine?
Okay, but if I get a DUI, it's your fault.
You drunk?
It's after dinner.
After discovering he has a long-lost daughter, Peter is overwhelmed with guilt for not being there for her. Determined to make things right, he goes all out to bond with her, proving that he truly cares. And remember when Quahog was drowning? Almost? Heavy rains, evacuation orders, it was total chaos.
Residents all over Quahog have been affected by the heavy rains, although some are doing their best to ride it out. Oh my God!
I know, about the water, right?
Wow, cool!
Hey, Chris, come here.
Peter's house turned into a swimming pool, and the family rushed out except Peter, who was too busy saving his beer. Naturally, he sent Meg to fetch it, but her shirt got caught, and suddenly, beer isn't the only thing underwater. So is Meg. Lois realized Meg was taking too long, and before she finished her sentence, Peter was already on the move. Beer mission aborted, saving Meg is now priority number 1. As Meg lay in a coma, Peter was hit with a wave of guilt, replaying every moment he had ever been mean to her. He made a heartfelt promise. Meg would get the royal treatment from now on.
You hear me, Meg? If you come out of this, I am gonna treat you like a princess for the rest of your life.
When Meg finally opened her eyes, Peter couldn't contain his joy. He hugged her tightly, genuinely relieved. It was just a pure, beautiful father-daughter moment.
Oh my God, Meg, you're okay! Oh, Meg, my beautiful daughter!
And true to his word, Peter goes all in, calling Meg his precious gem, showering her with attention. He proved he wasn't just making empty promises. Peter took Meg out for a movie night and even stepped in to save her from bullies. He then went all out, telling her she could ask for anything she wanted. Now I'm curious, what will Meg wish for?
I just want you to know, Meg, if there's anything you ever want, all you gotta do is ask.
Really? Well, there kind of is one thing. There he is now!
Hey, Meg, you ready to go?
Dad, you remember Michael Milano from the hospital? He's my date.
Oh no. Meg dropped the bomb that her date is Michael the doctor. Peter's suddenly looking a little too concerned. Peter freaked out and lashed out at Michael, but it just showed how much he cares. Anyone who wants Meg's heart has to earn Peter's trust first. Finally, Peter, putting Meg's happiness first, decides to give Michael a chance. But just when things seem to be going well, they take an unexpected turn.
What the hell?
What's wrong?
Meg, I'm not sure, but I think your dad is sitting at that table over there.
What? Where?
Well, I can't tell if it's him. I think he's wearing some kind of disguise.
Oh my God, Dad!
Well, even the devoted dad keeps a watchful eye on Meg during her date, just to make sure she's safe. Of course. A little overprotective? Maybe. But that's just a father looking out for his daughter, in the most Peter way possible. Weeks later, just when things seem normal, boom. Meg's pregnant! The ultimate supportive dad rushes to Michael's house to break the news. Shockingly, Michael proposes. A perfect ending? Or is it?
Dad, this is ridiculous!
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. I just want to shoot him. I just want to talk to him.
You can't shoot him!
Wait, what? What are you doing?
You got my Meg pregnant!
What? Oh my God. Meg, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think you wanted to see me.
But this changes everything. I want to be there for you, Meg. I love you. Will you marry me?
Yes!
Aw, Peter goes all out, gets Meg a cake, and even plans a bachelorette party. Now, that's a dad committed to the celebration. Just as the wedding day arrived, Meg had to confess that she wasn't pregnant, and to my surprise, her groom bolted. Red flag.
I have never been more in love with someone than I am with you right now.
Oh, Michael, I love you too. And I have some wonderful news. I'm not pregnant.
What?
Peter took the blame and was there for his daughter.
You know what, Meg? It's all my fault. I never should have dragged you into this anyway.
When Quagmire needed him the most, Peter didn't hesitate even if it meant going against Lois. He put friendship above all, proving that when it comes to the bro code, he's willing to risk it all. Peter to the rescue once more. This time, Quagmire ended up in jail for peeking at Lois in the girls' restroom. Strange, but Peter worked his magic and got him out. Later, when the entire neighborhood turned against Quagmire for his absurd act, Peter didn't hesitate to defend him. He spoke up, tried to smooth things over, and did everything he could to help his friend. He assured Quagmire that he wasn't in this alone, and even devised a genius self-control method for him. But did it actually work? Well, that's another story.
Here's this month's Victoria's Secret catalog.
Oh God, dead kittens, old nuns, really old nuns, Renee Zellweger. Oh, there we go.
In another episode, Peter's heroic streak continued, this time with Joe. While sitting in Joe's police car, he overheard a drug deal on the radio. Joe wanted to ignore it, but Peter, he insisted they take action, acting like a real cop. With no plan and no backup, Peter charged in, gun drawn, busting the dealers like it was an action movie. Meanwhile, Joe panicked as this could cost him his job. But hey, Peter's on a mission for a good deed. Rules are optional. One day at the office, Joe got praised by his boss. He smiled and soaked it all in, while Peter, the real hero behind it all, was left unmentioned. Greedy Joe, now basking in all that praise, offers Peter a spot on his crime-fighting team. And Peter? Oh, he is all in, ecstatic to be the sidekick helping Joe. Oh, and since then, Peter, the ultimate buddy, helps Joe crack case after case. Not only is Joe thriving at work, but thanks to Peter, he's never been happier. A few days later, Joe gets praised again and gives a speech on TV. Peter watches, hoping for a mention, but instead, Joe takes all the credit, and Peter is not happy about it.
Let's honor Officer Joe Swanson, who single-handedly cut crime in Quahog by 75%. What? Single-handedly?
Even though Peter's upset, he still agrees to one last case with Joe. That's loyalty right there. What a great friend. This time, the tables turned. Peter got stuck, and Joe came to the rescue, knocking out all the criminals. But the real win? In the end, Peter didn't just help Joe fight crime, he helped him see he was more than just a cop in a wheelchair.
Holy crap, Joe, that was freaking amazing! You kicked their ass! And without my help. See, this is the Joe I remember. You know, maybe you had it in you all along.
Wow. I guess I just got ground down by years of people treating me like an errand boy, and I just let them walk all over me.
When Peter unexpectedly strikes up a friendship with O.J. Simpson, the whole town turns against him. Despite the backlash, Peter stands by his new friend, believing in second chances. The episode starts off with Peter stumbling upon an old raffle ticket he won back in 1989. Turns out, he won a round of golf with the football legend O.J. Simpson, a prize he forgot to redeem. But Peter was completely unaware that O.J. was a murderer. He had killed his friend and also his ex-wife.
Peter, why in the world would you want to play golf with O.J. Simpson?
Why not, Lois? He's the juice, one of the greatest football players ever.
Peter, he murdered 2 people.
What?
As Peter tells his friends about playing golf with O.J. Simpson, they all say the same thing as Lois. O.J., the murderer?
So I, Peter Griffin, will be playing one free round of golf tomorrow with the one and only O.J. Simpson.
What? Peter, you can't play golf with O.J. Simpson. He's a murderer.
Peter freaks out as reality finally hits him, so his friends jump in to help. With Joe's idea, Peter wears a mic to secretly record O.J. admitting the truth. But the plan fails, O.J. catches him, and instead of getting angry, he calmly reminds Peter that he was found innocent.
Are you sure you wouldn't like to confess to the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman?
What? What the hell is that? You're wearing a wire! And here I was, looking forward to a nice day of golf, away from all those people who have demonized me and made me out to be some kind of boogeyman, even though I was found innocent by a jury of my peers.
Surprisingly, O.J. breaks down, admitting how long it's been since he's had a real friend. Peter, in a rare moment of kindness, reassures him that everything will be okay. Meanwhile, ever the unexpected do-gooder, Peter invites O.J. to stay at his house, hoping to offer him support, much to Lois's dismay. Fast forward, to change the town's opinion, Peter throws O.J. a welcome party. The crowd arrives to protest, but Peter's speech starts winning them over until things take a turn. Watch the episode to see what happens next. Peter has a way of stepping up for his community and even strangers, proving that kindness isn't just reserved for friends. One fine day, the news was buzzing. Several Mercedes had crashed and were now chilling on the ocean floor. Naturally, Peter's first thought, free car.
Holy crap, did you hear that, Lois? All them fancy cars out there in the ocean just free for the taking? I'm gonna get me a Mercedes.
Without a second thought, Peter drove into the ocean, determined to snag himself a sunken Mercedes. But instead, he hooked Billy, a talking fish, with a surprise gift. A Mercedes logo. But hold on, was this just a friendly gesture, or was Billy about to drop a favor request?
Hello? Hey, Mr. Pewterschmidt, it's me, Peter. You remember how you said I'd never amount to nothing?
Is that a Mercedes?
Peter, hang up the phone.
Ding dong, and who else could it be? Billy. I knew this was coming. The fish wants a place to stay at Peter's house in the middle of the night. And shockingly, Peter actually says yes. What's next? Tucking him in with a bedtime story? Peter's really rolling out the red carpet for Billy. He even gets Lois to toss eggs in the air for him. At this point, is Billy a visitor or royalty? Upon asking of his stay, he spills about the drama back in the ocean. Kicked out by his own wife. Will Peter actually step up to fix this fishy family feud? Oh, absolutely. Peter is on a mission, determined to patch things up between Billy and his wife. He's not just talking, he even wrote a whole song to bring them back together. Who knew Peter had such a big heart? Making an effort, Peter goes deep into the ocean, pouring his heart into convincing Billy's wife to take him back. He's passionately trying here, but she's not even budging. Moreover, Peter even brings in a fake Aquaman to help, but yikes, the guy's acting was terrible.
Hey, gang, I'm Aquaman. Get back together. Woo, 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 woo.
Finally, with one last heartfelt plea, even invoking the Jesus fish, he finally brought Billy's family back together. What a guy. In this episode, with his entire family hospitalized from the flu outbreak, Peter somehow remained untouched by the outbreak. And just like that, with the hospital short on staff, Peter was offered a nursing gig.
Peter, you appear to have a very strong immune system.
Kegels.
What?
I don't know.
Anyway, this flu season has decimated the hospital and we're severely short-staffed. How would you like to be a male nurse?
Do I get to wear those green pajama clothes all day?
Yes.
I'll do it!
Everyone warned Peter to rethink his decision of being a nurse. Blood makes him queasy, after all, but his determination to help never wavered. An emergency hit, and Peter stepped up, defibrillator ready, and confidence sky high. Sure, each shot came with an unexpected soundtrack, but in the end, the patient's heart was beating again. Who knew saving lives could be this entertaining? Another unconscious patient rolled in, and there was Peter, fully committed, ready to jump into action. Looks like he's really taking this whole life-saving thing seriously. It's Father's Day, and Lois planned a surprise scavenger hunt for Peter and his friend. He wasn't exactly thrilled, but along the way, Peter might just end up doing some unexpectedly good things, whether he meant to or not. The scavenger hunt led Peter and the gang to a Wild West ranch for their final clue. Sounds simple, right? Not quite. Turns out, he has to take care of a sheep, but before he can even process that, he spots a guy just standing there. Weird. Then someone casually explains, oh, he's just waiting to shoot his dad, like he does every Father's Day. Well, that escalated quickly. Peter, being Peter, casually walked up to the guy, curious to hear the full story. But a shot rang out, hitting the guy in the shoulder. And who was behind the trigger? His long-lost father, finally showing up after all these years. At least Peter was there to step in. Peter and his friends, caught between shock and concern, immediately jumped in to help, trying to get the bullet out of the guy's arm. After the whole Wild West chaos, the old man offered Peter a ride back home. And in true Peter fashion, he let the guy crash in his backyard for the night. Unexpected? Definitely. But hey, kindness comes in all forms. The old man opened up about his tough past, and Peter saw the father he could have been. Without hesitation, he offered the guy a place to stay until things settled. A rare, genuine moment of kindness. Old West couldn't have been more grateful.
You know what I think? With a little domestication, you'd make a good dad. Why don't you stay with us and I can help you win your son back?
Oh, that sounds swell. Mind if I shoot my pistol in the air to celebrate?
Peter went all out, giving the old man a full-on dad makeover. Polo, shorts, the whole package. But he didn't stop there. He even set him up to give Chris some classic fatherly advice about girls. Sweet Peter. Peter, determined to fix things, brought the old man to his son for a heart-to-heart. No gimmicks, just a genuine attempt to mend their broken bond. The old man was truly grateful. Just when things were looking up, the old man got ambushed and arrested. Somehow, Peter was blamed for it too. But for once, he was actually innocent. Peter did everything he could to convince them that the old man deserved a second chance. But no luck. So naturally, he went with the next best option, busting him out of jail, proving once again that he wouldn't turn his back on someone in need.
About tonight.
What?
Oh, did you say I'm never gonna get out of here?
No, I was telling my horse to get naked.
Oh, well, we're breaking you out tonight.
And just like that, Peter worked his magic, distracting Joe with his favorite TV character and smoothly pulling off the jailbreak. Say what you want, but his loyalty and heart were undeniable. Honestly, Peter's growing on me too. Thanks to Peter's determination, the long-lost father and son finally had the conversation they needed. The old man confessed he left to protect his son from following his criminal path. With teary eyes, the son wished his father a happy Father's Day.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Ah, hell, Daddy. Happy Father's Day. I never want to see you again.
You never will.
In this episode, Peter gets Cleveland's mail home and flips through a magazine called Mustache Aficionado. A second later, he's convinced he was born to rock a mustache. No second opinions, just blind confidence and a newfound passion for upper lip fashion. Peter takes his mustache obsession to the next level by joining the Quahog Mustache Society, where they're so dedicated they even throw birthday parties for facial hair.
Oh my God, Peter, look! McBurgertown is on fire!
As Burgertown goes up in flames, a couple of mustache firefighters spot Peter's stash, instantly recognizing him as one of their own. In the sacred brotherhood of facial hair, that's all it takes, and they rope him into helping. As Peter suits up for his unexpected firefighting gig, a distant cry for help reaches his ears. And just like that, the mustache works its magic. Suddenly, he's a man of duty charging through the flames. Peter managed to save the owner, but at what cost? His beloved mustache went up in flames, his one true symbol of power gone in an instant. Tough break, buddy. A few clips later, he was found in a club where a bartender kept hitting on Peter, but he just kept saying no over and over, almost 50 times. Who knew he'd have the stamina for loyalty?
You want to have sex?
No. No, 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 no. No.
In the episode Blind Ambition in Season 4, Peter, who always chases glory, decided the best way to make history was by downing an absurd amount of nickel so he can be famous. Well, that backfired, and Peter's record-breaking stunt left him blind from nickel poisoning. But hey, maybe this unexpected twist will somehow lead to a good deed. Stranger things have happened. Peter scored himself a guide dog to navigate his newfound blindness.
Oh, let me light that for you, babe.
Wow.
Yeah, magic fingers.
Jesus Christ! What? Get the Escalade. We're out of here.
The drunken clam's up in flames, and here comes Peter strolling in like it's just another Tuesday. Meanwhile, the bartender's trapped under the collapsed roof, and Peter, he's just casually chatting away, oblivious to the whole life or death situation unfolding around him. The bartender finally yells for help, snapping him out of his clueless stroll. Peter grabs his hand, pulls him to safety, and bam! Crashes right into the news anchor. He goes from oblivious to heroic, fame unlocked, but more importantly, he actually saved a life. Now that's a real win.
Tell us, sir, how did you summon the courage to save your friend from that burning building?
That freaking place was on fire?
And there you have it. Coming up next, watch me shave.
Peter finds himself in an unexpected position, caring for his lifelong enemy, the giant chicken. The once mighty rival lies weak and helpless. Will he show mercy or walk away? The answer may surprise you.
Let me close your privacy curtains to make you more comfortable. That feel better?
Oh, would you look at that? Peter actually stepped up to help the chicken feel better. Didn't see that coming. Turns out, he's got a heart as big as his appetite. Regardless, Peter still stood there, completely confused to help his longtime rival or walk away. But with the doctor's humanitarian advice lingering in his head, maybe, just maybe, he'd do the right thing. Peter and the chicken shared an unexpected heart-to-heart, with the chicken admitting defeat and looking downright miserable. Peter naturally found it hilarious, but who knows? Maybe, just maybe, he cared deep down. Lois reminded Peter of his oath to save lives, stressing that even his greatest rival, the chicken, deserved a chance. She even went deep, saying if the chicken died, a part of Peter would too. Dramatic? Maybe, but it was enough to push Peter toward doing the right thing. As Peter strolled through the hospital corridor, memories of his endless battles with the chicken flooded his mind. And then his longtime rival, weak and helpless, saying he was dying. That was it. Suddenly, Lois's words made sense. It was time to put the past aside and do the right thing. And just like that, Chicken was gone. But Peter made a dramatic leap onto him, trying to revive his old rival. "I need you," he cried, pounding away, and boom, against all odds, the ECG spiked back to life. The chicken gasped awake, stunned. Of all people, Peter had saved him. Catching his breath, Peter looked at the chicken and with a weird mix of sentiment admitted, "You made my life exciting." And in the most bizarrely heartfelt way, they exchanged a loving "I hate." Honestly, who knew near-death experiences could be so wholesome?
So I didn't save your life because I like you. I saved it because I hate you.
I hate you too, Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin's journey is anything but ordinary. His antics revealed hidden loyalty and compassion, with the odd actions always leading to good outcomes. Thanks for watching. Click the video on screen to watch more.